Hey there, you filthy animals. Mr. Dirty, back with another episode of the GTM show. Today, we got Miami Grill on the show. This is a place that's been around forever. It wasn't always Miami Grill, though. It used to be called Miami Subs, but they've been around probably since like the late 80s, early 90s. And just in the past few years, they've gone through like some sort of a rebranding where they've dropped the subs off the name. Because originally, when it started off as Miami Subs, I believe, from what I remember, down here in South Florida, it was like direct competition for Subway and a few of the other sub shops around here. But this place also offered hamburgers. They also offered chicken wings and a few other things. And over the years, they also brought in like Nathan's Hot Dogs. And then somehow Arthur Treacher's, I think, got into the mix. So you could order fish and stuff like that on the menu also. So it wasn't just a sub shop. It was it was a grill. But one of the things that's been on the menu from the very beginning was quickly my go-to, and that was the Gyro Platter. And occasionally I've also just gotten a Gyro, but the platter was always my go-to. It wasn't always $10 like it is now. I think before I was buying these things for like $7 or something like that back in the day. I haven't had one in a few years, so this is going to be the first time I've seen it and see if it's exactly the same as I remember it or if they changed it up any. But from what I remember, they gave you like a huge pile of the Gyro meat. They gave you a Greek salad, some Tzatziki sauce, which we've got right here. They did give us the Tzatziki sauce, a nice little container of it. Let's say the Greek salad, the pile of meat. They also give you the pita bread, like naan bread. And then also there's like a pile of the Miami Subs French fries. And if you've ever been to Miami Subs and you've gotten their fries, they're pretty much like Checkers fries. Like a crispy seasoned fry. Very reminiscent of the curly fries that they have over at Arby's. Probably more so of those because the ones over at Arby's, they're not so crispy. They're kind of wiggly. And the ones you get from Checkers, they're always like real crispy. Can't say I've ever gotten like really crispy seasoned fries from Miami Subs or Miami Grill. I still find myself calling it Miami Subs after all these years here. And actually, as I look at the top of the container that this is all in, it still actually has the branding of the Miami Subs up there at the top. And then down here at the bottom has got the new Miami Grill thing going on. Also, coincidentally, I don't know if it has anything to do with it, but around the same time of the rebranding of the Miami Subs to the Miami Grill, a local boy from around here, you might have heard of him before, Pitbull, was buying up tons of these places, opening them up all over the place. I think he's even opened up some overseas. So look around. It's not just a South Florida thing anymore. They're starting to sprout up everywhere. As I said, I did pay $10 for this combo here. Comes with the tzatziki sauce, and also it appears to be maybe a medium drink right here. Not quite sure their sizing, but yeah, that definitely looks like a medium to me. All right, let's split open this container that I've already flashed a few times and see what we got now for our Miami Grill Gyro Platter. All right, and boom shakalaka, there you go. Right off the bat, just like I said, there's that pile of meat right off the vertical spit. They slice it right off into there, right onto the naan bread. That's also hiding out down here. If we can kind of dig around, maybe we can find some. Yeah, there it is. Pita bread. They take like one pita, they chop it up into quarters, and then pile on the meat there. Right there we got the seasoned fries I was talking about. Like I said, kind of like Checkers, kind of like the Arby's curly fries. And if we swing it around to this side, we got, you know, a nice size Greek salad going on there. It's got the feta cheese, the black olives, so some tomatoes, and typically red onions. I don't see the red onions here today, though. That's a plus. And there you go. There's a look at that seasoned Gyro meat right there. It's probably like a lamb-beef mix, usually. Yeah, not looking too shabby. And there you go. There's one of those seasoned fries. And as I said, you know, you can see it's kind of wiggly. It's not really as crispy as the Checkers or Rally's fries right there. It's more reminiscent, I say, of Arby's curly fry. But basically it's the same flavor, same seasoning, same process to make it. Closer look at one of those quarters of the pita bread right there. They give you 4 of these for you to layer the meat on, I guess. If you wanted to, you could just kind of like make yourself like a little Gyro out of it. Maybe use the salad that they provide here. Tzatziki sauce on there. Now you saw the size of the quarter of the pita bread there, and you see the size of the pile of meat that they give you. You're always going to be left over with like extra meat that's to snack on after you've run out of the naan bread. Now, I've had this plenty of times in the past, but just going through the motions here, down the hatch. Yeah, that's exactly how I remember it. The meat, definitely it's like a lamb-beef mix. Slightly salty, not too greasy at all. The meat itself, you know, being on the spit and just roasting like that, a lot of drippage. So it does kind of tend to lean a little bit on the dry side, but definitely no lack of moisture here whatsoever. The naan bread, nice and soft, tasty, slightly buttery. Slightly toasted, not too much though. It's still very soft and pillow-like. All right, let's get into this Greek salad here. and see if that's how I remember it. I remember in the past I used to have to pick out all of those red onions that were on there and get down to the salad itself. Now it looks like I don't have to do that anymore. Now I got a little bit of the feta, lettuce, and the black olive on the hook there. Down the hatch with that. Yeah, that's really good too. And I forgot that as well as the feta cheese that's on there, there's also a Greek dressing. This lettuce is pretty fresh, still has a crunch to it. Tomatoes are looking nice too. Those look pretty fresh. I don't see any spots on them, no wilting. What's going on one of those? Yeah, totally fresh on the tomato there. That even has a crunch to it. Yeah, not a bad showing. Everything seems to be exactly how I remember it from the last time I had one, like a year or two ago. As I said, this was always my go-to. So no doubt, to me, in my opinion, this is a 5 out of 5. Before we slide out of here, though, I am going to try some of the tzatziki sauce there. It says Grecian Delight, and I don't remember there being a branding on there last time. Let's just get into this and see if maybe they've changed distribution of this. Maybe a different maker, something like that. I don't know. Right off the bat, though, I do notice that the texture is a little different. It looks a little bit more gritty. Or possibly this was frozen at one point in time, whereas it used to be very creamy when you first cracked the lid off, from what I remember. Let's go in on this, see what we got here. I'm going to call it right now. They've changed up the tzatziki sauce. This isn't from the same place that they used to get it from. This one actually has like a slight fishy taste to it, in my opinion. Whereas the old version had more of an over-the-top cucumber flavor. Yeah, something about this one, a little fishy. Don't like that. As for the platter itself, though, that holds strong. 5 out of 5, definitely. I'd pick this up again and again and again. So yeah, if you see a Miami Grill pop up near you, or if you're here in South Florida where I am and there's plenty of them everywhere, definitely swoop in, grab this up, give it a try. I'm Mr. Dirty. This is the GTM Show. Don't forget, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at TheRealMrDirty. As always, get out of here. Go have a rotten day.